You're still watching the City of Lagos TV show, and of course, today we're going to be taking a look at a very critical sector, which also interestingly forms part of the themes agenda of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. As a cosmopolitan city, a city with aquatic splendor, a city known for entertainment all over in Africa, we've got a strategic agency that is saddled with ensuring that there is some level of sanity, regulation, and control in the film and video business, entertainment business in Lagos. And we're talking about the Lagos State Film and Video Censors Board under the able leadership of the Executive Secretary, Chief Executive Officer, Mrs. Bukola Agbami-Noja. You're welcome, madam.
Thank you for having me here.
First, let's meet you. Can you give us some kind of professional but brief profile of yourself?
My name is Bukola Agbami-Noja. I'm a lawyer. I'm a master's degree holder in law and also a certified production practitioner.
Let's share the agency's mandate, your vision and mission statement, and to what extent have you as an agency operated significantly in line with the themes agenda of Mr. Governor?
The Lagos State Film and Video Censors Board is a creation of law. It came into existence in the year 2004. And the reason for this creation is because we needed to promote our culture. We needed to ensure that what is actually the values that are being projected in the industry are things that are wholesome for the viewers. The interest of the law is to protect the children, which are the most vulnerable of the viewers in public domain. The vision of the agency is to be a visible and foremost regulatory authority with a body of dedicated officers that promotes healthy entertainment. And our mission statement is to regulate cinematograph work by setting standards and deliver decent value and enhance public trust and confidence in the agency and in government as a whole. The agency falls under the fifth pillar of a themes agenda, which is the entertainment and tourism. And Mr. Governor has always got the interest of the populace at heart, and he wants Lagos State to be the hub of everything film. And so we have so many other facilities that are coming up. We have those that are already in place, like the capacity building that is doing for the filmmakers, and the youth have been benefited in no way from every form of training that come in. And so far, with the head of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, we've been able to impact the industry in a positive manner. We've been able to ensure that what are either to be an hindrance to their productivity is a subject of the past. Now we find filmmakers being able to access funds that enables them to do the content that is needful for the society. And we've found that we have improvement in the kind of content that is in the circulation.
What are the very significant responsibilities or functions of the board, and how well has the board carried out these functions to administer, regulate, and boost the film and video entertainment sector in Lagos?
Significant responsibility is to protect the value of the people and to promote the culture of these people, to ensure that whatever content is going into the public space are things that are wholesome for the public to view. We're talking about classification, and when we're censoring for the young minds. And when we censor for the young minds, we now put the age-appropriate classification for this censored product, so that parent is guided by the kind of movie a 10-year-old can watch, a 12 to 13, and all the way up to an 18. And two, when we talk about protecting our culture, you agree with me that it's time everybody come on board to fight this enemy that is pulling the fabric of our culture down. Because of the things that the young minds are exposed to, we find a lot of the decadence in the society today. And it's time parents understand that it's not just about leaving children to watch whatever they feel like watching. Everybody must censor.
Since you came on board, from our findings, we found out that the agency has actually achieved some landmark strides. So can you share with us What are the significant achievements and the awards of the agency?
One of the significant achievements that this agency has been able to have within the period that I've come on board is that I ensure that we have a constant engagement with our stakeholders, because when we look at the issues that abound concerning the issue of censorship, concerning the issue of content, concerning the paucity of wholesome films in the film space, we knew that we needed to meet with the stakeholders to understand what exactly is the problem, whatever exactly is the challenge, and how can we as government meet with such challenges and assist in bringing succor to the industry. And we were able to also let them know the mind of the government and the kind of projection we want in the space. We kind of, because you complain about how you're being treated at the airport when you're outside the country. Well, some of these things are issues of how we portray ourselves, the image we give internationally, and whatsoever you're projecting is the first impression they're going to have about us as a people. We want to be like the Americans when they started the film industry. And you know, you will agree with me as well that they've been projecting to our minds what they want the US to become. We believed in it along with them, that this is how US will. We believe that US will be great. We accepted the projection. And so it's time we begin to project our positive, what we expect. It's not here yet, but this is our expectation. Let's begin to sell the dreams of our expectation. Let's begin to give the youth the hope that they deserve. We cannot begin to bring anarchy into the polity by constantly creating fears in the mind of the people and of the youth and of the young minds in a society. What we project will always come back to us, either positive or negative. So it's important what we project there. So when we had that first engagement with the stakeholders who are basically producers at that time, we spoke with them and we assured them of government support, because they talked about funds. For every meeting that we have, they usually say, okay, some of these things are advocacy movies. We don't have money to project that. We understand we didn't mean to project that, but there's some negativity sells. Let them know that you can't keep on shooting negative movies and films and putting it out there because you know it sells. So that was the first time the issue of film funds and all that, we thought, okay. On the issue of film fund, I would like to let you know that 43 practitioners have benefited from this zero interest loan. Beneficiaries of this zero interest fund were basically producers. And as time goes on, we're hoping that we would be able to expand it to meet the electronic media producers who are also showcasing our culture, the content for children and all that, who are promoting children content on electronic media. So we look forward to also ensuring that those ones are covered as well with the loan. Part of our achievement also includes the training, capacity building that has been put in place by Mr. Governor for all creatives. We partnered with different academies, the Ebony Life Academy, Del York Film Academy, the African Film Academy, and lastly is the Temple. They too had come on board. They're training students in capacity building, different genre of a film profession. And it's been good news all the way. We've had graduates in their hundreds. The last training that was held in Badagry was awesome as well. That was done by the African Film Academy, and we have students from Badagry very overwhelmed with that we actually sought them out to be partakers of this training. And the governor has ensured that every local government is going to be touched by this training. So they are taking, African Film Academy is taking this film to the local government. We are now in Ekpe. And so students from Akpe are being brought on board. They will be trained in the act of film production, in script writing, editing, and so on and so forth. Temple will begin its training, and it's going to take students on animation, editing, script writing. It will be interesting to also let Lagosians know that the agency is working with the Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture in building and delivering a film city in Lagos State. That is one of the things that the stakeholders have been clamoring for. It's going to be situated in Ekpe Ejiri, and it's on 100 hectares of land where you have your studios, theaters, hotels, post office, shops, everything a film city should have. And that is coming to Lagos. Simply, it's going to be a one-stop shop film city for all your activities. And it will be interesting to note that since I came into office, to the glory of God, this agency has achieved so many awards. I'll read a few. This is a special recognition award presented to the Lagos State Film and Video Censors Board by the Abuja Film Festival for our exemplary contribution to the development of film festival and Nigerian movie industry as a whole. The most recent is the Fight Against Corruption Organization Award, which was given to me for Excellent Leadership Award. This is the Inspiring Women Award in the Public Sector, presented to me by the GITA Foundation in recognition of our contribution into the women in the society. So also is the Award of Excellence that was presented to me by the Association of Movie Content Owners and Producers, Distributors of Nigeria, AMCOD. This is another award from the industry, appreciating what the governor has enabled us to do.
So, Madam, can you tell us what are the major and critical services offered by the board?
Thank you. It is essential for the agency that the monitoring and compliance unit will ensure that the cinemas only allow viewers that belongs to the particular category that the film being viewed has been specified for. We have zero tolerance to children watching or being in the cinema and watching films that are not age appropriate. The monitoring and compliance unit is very vital to this agency. We also ensure that the shooting permits that are issued are followed according to the procedures that was stipulated for it. Because our shooting permit is basically to ensure that films being shot in public places do not interfere with the business or road users are not disturbed in their route, and you as a filmmaker has the best of a filming experience at that point in time.
Madam, can you tell us, with regards to revenue generation, how has the agency been able to generate the required revenue?
The agency understands that for revenue generation to be top-notch, the citizens and the practitioners that are going to assist with revenue generation must also be in the business, actively be in the business. So everything that Mr. Governor has been working tirelessly towards, the stakeholders are able to produce content and make money from such content. Recently, we partnered with Z Africa and Indian Ocean Islands to project short stories that has been produced in Nigeria by Nigerian filmmakers that will be projected in the 52 countries all over the world. And this is one of our own way of assisting the industry to earn foreign exchange for their art. And by so doing, we generate revenue as a state. And every other activity going on is to empower the industry so that by empowering them, we're empowering the state as well.
So, Madam, can you tell us what are those significant initiatives the governor, Mr. Borges Sanwo-Olu, has done to actually also support the agency to achieve its mandate?
Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu has greatly assisted the industry by the introduction of the film fund into the industry. He has also granted 100 hectares of land for the film city, which is laudable, and the capacity building that is presently ongoing in all local governments of the state, empowering the youth, is also something that will not be forgotten in a long time. Initiative of granting film fund, I would like to add, is one of its kind in the whole of Nigeria, the film industry in Nigeria. No other states have done this, and they are yet to replicate it.
It's been a wonderful time speaking with the Executive Secretary, CEO of the Lagos Film and Video Censors Board, Mrs. Bukola Agbaminoja. On a final note, what's your charge to operators, word of assurance and encouragement to various stakeholders and of course to Lagosians and your future plans?
To the operators, I would like to first applaud them for what they are doing. You agree with me, like I've always said, that the industry has made us see the creativity in this sector. I would like to applaud our stakeholders who have tirelessly produced content that are marketable, that are being watched all over the world. I will encourage them to continue to produce this content and also to ensure that the content that are being produced are content that project us in the right light. We will all benefit from this projection if we follow this yardstick in our production. Also, I would like to appeal to parents. The job of the censorship office cannot be achieved if we don't have the support of our parents, guidance, and adults in the society coming to terms and saying that enough is enough. These things that are not wholesome, these things that bear negative light on our children should not be watched by them. You have to be the whistleblower. You have to let us be aware when there is a content in the public space that is not meant, that should not be watched by students, by children, and are being released by some people that need to make money quick and feel that the best way to do is to pollute the minds of the young ones. I would like to assure Lagosians that as we begin the building of the film city, we are creating a destination. We are creating a one-stop shop for all film activities, and we are returning the lost glory back to Nigeria. And our future plan is to take the film and video industry to a greater height. Thank you.
It's been a wonderful time. Mrs. Bukola Agbaminoya on the program. Thank you very much. I want to wish you all the best and success in your endeavor. And so that's it on the City of Lagos TV show for now. Speaking with the Executive Secretary, Chief Executive Officer of the Lagos Film and Video Censors Board, a regulatory agency trying to ensure that we have a better and a greater Lagos. The City of Lagos TV show will continue right after this time out. Stay tuned.